Hey guys, I'm looking a little bit of a mess. My new teeth have not settled still. I relined them. They're starting to settle, but they haven't fully. So I'm just gonna look kind of funny in this video, so please just don't laugh or make fun of my teeth. It's just part of this process. I don't reline them every month on my own. I just don't have the patience right now to go up to the surgeon. And yeah, if I don't reline them, they'll be cutting me, so I'd rather look like this for a little while than to have a ton of pain in my mouth. But I'm here to do a sit down video and talk to y'all about what's going on, because I just took a big leap of faith and I don't know where this process is going to end up. I don't know if it's just going to be a season in my life. I don't even know if it's going to happen. So let me tell you the rabbit hole with dating, a new job, daycare, and school, and all the things. So first things first is I am looking to go back to work. Crazy, I know. But I got an amazing offer from a job that I used to have it's an international company, so I can tell y'all because it's all over the US and out of the US. Back in 2020 when COVID started, I was working for Save the Children International. And we all got laid off because I was in the Head Start, which teach in pre-K division, so I was in one of the schools considered Head Start. And I don't know if it's everywhere how the grants work for Head Start or if it's just Louisiana. I don't know if it differs by state. But for Louisiana, a company can do the grant for 4 years. So if they sign on to to do the Head Start in a parish, they don't have to do it across the whole state. It's just different parishes. So say they're going to do Vernon Parish in Louisiana, which I'm nowhere near, so don't worry about that. Then they would, and they get accepted, then they would be allotted and have to stick it out for 4 years. Well, they gave it up when COVID hit because they didn't know what was going to happen. You know, we thought it was the end of the world. And the school board in the area took over the grant and they started taking funds from Head Start, putting it into their public schools. The grant just came back available 18 days ago, and the public school was short $1 million because they took money and thought they could just do whatever they wanted to with it, and that's not how it works. And so Save the Children International has taken back over this specific area, not where I live, somewhere else. It's about a 45-minute drive for me. So I got an email and a phone call that we just took back over the Head Start 18 days ago, and we are trying to recruit all of our original people back because we had a solid team. And they're offering almost $16 an hour. I can't turn it down. After taxes, that's $2,000 a month. Yes, I'll probably be spending like $400 a month in gas. And probably, so I did originally say I was not gonna do it if Mason could not go. But if I am really set on taking this position like I am already, I have come up with a backup plan that Mason will go back to his nanny / babysitter that I was using when I taught last year. She is available to still take him. She has space to take him. And so that is a backup plan. If he can't go, that he will go to her. I will pay her out of pocket. But I'll still be living comfortably with the income that's coming in. So yeah. That's kind of the plan there. The only thing is she is having a baby in the next 2 to 3 months. She has like 5 kids and this is her 6th. She's not planning on taking a full 6 weeks off, but I'm gonna have to if he doesn't get accepted into the program and he ends up going back to her, I will have to kind of figure out a backup plan for 6 weeks for her, so he has somewhere to go. And if she doesn't need the full 6 weeks, like she's talking about not even taking a full 6 weeks, she's taking like a week or two off, then I'll leave that up to her as when she wants to take him back after that maternity leave. But I would like to have a plan already set in stone for that. Probably what's going to happen with that is I will place Mason in a daycare for 6 weeks, or like for however much allotted time, and then that's just going to be what it is. But I go tomorrow for another interview to speak with them, and most likely I'll get an offer on the spot because they're trying to get their original people back. But I don't know when the company is going to reopen. So like the company is not open right now. Head Start was supposed to start back in August, and it's not open because they just took back over it. So they're having to go through like building inspections and all the different things. And so like I could get lucky and it's another 2 or 3 months before they open. So like it could be timing to where when he goes back to her, if he can't go with me, and she's already had the baby and recovered. But I do want to have like a plan just in case. Like I could go tomorrow. I'm hoping I go tomorrow and they give me a date on when they're planning on reopening the buildings. That would be the best scenario. So that way I know when I'm starting. I know if I need to make up a backup plan for 6 weeks and things like that. And now, dating. Everything is going fine. I'm sure I have like confused a lot of you on why I've been at home a little bit more. And it's just because he has been working a lot, and we were moving pretty fast for a while, and I had not told anybody. Y'all didn't know for like 2 or 3 months. Okay, come on, Bingo. You want to come outside? Come on. I had not told y'all for 2 or 3 months that we were seeing each other. And everything was just going so fast. And I was very happy with that. He was very happy with that. But I was not, so where I was staying, where he lives, I was not able to keep up with the boutique, all of my baking and things like that. And so I decided to come home and just go on the weekends when he's home and not busy. Like he's going to be busy for the next 2 weekends. So I'm probably only going to go like once in the middle of the week just to see him. Trying to make sure dogs don't run off while they're using the bathroom. Hey, you two, get up here. I'm not chasing y'all. Come here. Come on. Don't go down there. Remy Joe, don't you think about it. He likes to try and escape, so I have to keep my eye on him. But yeah, so it's just more... how do I say it? It's just better for me to be home during the week for right now. And especially with taking another job, I know that's going to like confuse a lot of y'all. I thought you were planning on moving in November, December. Well, because of this job, it is a 10-month position. This year, probably not. Because they're not even open yet. But it's a 10-month position. And so like I'm not going to accept this teaching position and be like, oh, I have to quit because I'm engaged or getting married and I need to move. So if I take the position, I am sticking it out until the end of the school year, and that's that. I have really been thinking a lot about moving and what I would like that to look like for me. And so that's actually a conversation we're going to be having soon. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I am honestly considering waiting to move until I am married. I am. Just because I don't want to leave this house, and we've both agreed that if we get married, that's it. Like, there's no divorce, you know. That's just very biblical for both of us. And you stick it out. Unless one person's abusive or something like that, then of course you don't stay. but I don't want to move and this not work out eventually. And he's already rented this house out to somebody else. And I am stuck with nowhere to go. So ideally, I would like to wait until I'm married or almost married, or have a wedding date planned and it's like 6 months from the wedding. But also, I am on a timeline. More, he's on a timeline because he is 10 years older than me. So I'm 25, he's 35. I'll be 26 in December, he'll be 36 in January. And I want more kids. He wants more kids, but because of his age, he does not want more kids after 3 to 4 years from now. And I would love 2 to 3 more kids. And so ideally in this situation, I should get moving now. And so that's the one thing that I really need to talk to him about, and we really need to sit down and talk about, because I feel like it's very understandable at the place that I am at mentally with moving. But it's like, if he decides, you know, if we don't have any more kid within the next 3 years, I'm just not having any, I still would be open to getting married and just not having any more kids and being happy and content. But I know, like, my mama heart, and like, I'm not satisfied with 2 kids. If it is in the cards for me to have more kids, I would want more kids. But at the same time, I don't know if I would fully be satisfied not having more kids if I get married. But I also don't know if I could be satisfied. So, I mean, it could work, it could not. So it's really a conversation we need to sit down and have. So ideally, I could take this position for this school year, get engaged this year, and then take the position next year again, because they'll offer it back to me because I'm already an employee. They'll just tell me when my furlough is up, which is over summer, and I would go back in August next year, because you are off all summer, and then be planning a wedding all next year, and get married at the end of next year. So I could put 2 years of school under my belt and working and be done with my degree, which would be amazing. To be done with my degree and be working for 2 years before I get married, I think that would be amazing. You know, go into a marriage and I have my own degree. You know, if something doesn't work out, I have a way to support myself. I really am going back to work for money. I'm just going to be honest. I do love working for Head Start. The company's amazing. That is another reason that I am jumping on this opportunity. I worked for them before. I know how family friendly they are. But I would like to be a little bit more financially, I wouldn't say stable. I just have a few things in life I would like to take care of. Like, I have $4,000 in debt I would like to pay off. And this car I have is having issues left and right. So this school year, if I do get the offer, I would like to take care of that debt and buy something else. Not a new car, just, I preferably would just buy something like a car instead of this big thing. I would probably keep this one as a backup vehicle. But as a daily driver, if I'm going to keep working there next year, I definitely need a car. Because the gas in this thing, oh my gosh, y'all, it drinks gas. So that is the 2 things I would like to focus on if I do go back to work for this school year. And maybe next year I'll be working on planning a wedding and saving up to buy a wedding dress and things like that. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video and this little sit down update, and let me know your opinions in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. I did notice 2 questions that y'all asked as I was getting ready to edit this video. So I'm going to go ahead and answer those really quick. So, does my boyfriend have custody of his children, and how old are they? He has custody of 2 of his children, full custody. The other one he shares custody of. And he has a 15-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 3-year-old. The 3-year-old Mason and the 3-year-old Travis are 11 months apart. So Travis will be 4 in October, and Mason will be 3 in November. They're literally like not even 11 months apart. Like it's a certain amount of days. So Travis is 3, Caroline is 9, and Adeline is 15. And a few of y'all mentioned on the melatonin gummies for Mason, the PJ Masks to just say it has nothing to do with the container. It's the flavor and the taste of the gummies. Some of the other ones that I've tried, they just have a different taste, and I think that's what it is. So even if I saved the container and put some gummies in another one, it would not work. Bye, y'all.